Self-love is the most radical form of activism because from it, all else flows. Here's the truth. Many of us weren't raised to love ourselves. Instead, we were taught to fit in, to perform, to prove. And so, the journey of self-love is one of unlearning, peeling back layers, and finally saying yes to who we are, imperfections and all. Let me be real with you, it ain't easy. But when you wake up to the essence of who you are, full acceptance brings a joy that is indescribable. Self-love in action, it shows up everywhere. The work we choose, the people we date, the food we eat, the boundaries we set. That's what this series is all about. Stories, tools, and reflections to remind you that self-love isn't selfish, it's sacred. I'm Nadine McNeil, Universal Empress, transforming lives one breath at a time. I cannot wait for you to dive in. Welcome back to the podcast series, Self-Love is a Practice. In this series, we're going to be talking about self-love and self-reflection. And what I'm going to offer you here is a very practical exercise to look at self-reflection. You will not be able to do this practice if you're driving or multitasking. In fact, multitasking is the antithesis to self-love. So you want to be fully present with this activity. For this activity, you're going to require a mirror. If you don't have a mirror, you can always put your cell phone on selfie mode. That way you're looking at yourself. So I want to talk a bit about this mirror exercise before we do it. Now, one of the things that happens with a mirror is, and I don't know if you're aware of this because I actually learned this, scientifically speaking, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what is reflected back at you is not necessarily what is in the mirror. In other words, there is literally a reflection. Yeah? So you're looking at your hand like this, and then there is a reflection. So, with this mirror exercise, which can feel very confronting, what you're going to do is you're going to set your timer for 60 seconds and you're going to sit with yourself for 60 seconds. You're going to look at yourself either in the mirror or on your phone. You can even do it for 2 minutes. The minimum I'm requiring is 60 seconds. As you are doing this activity and looking at yourself, this is not a critical analysis. This is not you sitting there and going, oh, I forgot to do my eyebrows, or I need to shave, or I look really exhausted. No. This is you connecting with your very own eyes. At first, you'll feel confronted. I invite you to ask, to inquire of the body. Notice where in your body this exercise is showing up. Is your heart pounding? Do you feel your belly going flip-flop? Are your knees wobbling? Are your palms sweaty? The body can have a whole pile of physiological responses to this activity. So I'm going to join you with this activity. So finding your mirror or placing your phone in selfie mode. And we're going to begin for 60 seconds. And all you're going to do, I'm working with the compact on the mirror on my compact. And of course, I'm fixing my hair. I know I'm doing that, though I shouldn't. And so we begin. And I'm just looking at my eyes. And just before you conclude the exercise, look in your own eyes and acknowledge yourself for seeing yourself, be it a smile, be it a blink of the eyes. And so it is. Wow. That exercise is always new. Doesn't matter how many times I do it. And so as I started the exercise, I ain't gonna lie, I looked in my eyes and went, man, you look tired. And then I exercised some compassion for myself. And I noticed my eyes soften. And then from the compassion, there came acceptance. Nadine, look at how far you've come. You're here, you're doing the work. And so I started to reprogram that negative self-talk. So here's my assignment to you. For the next 30 days, I would love for you to each morning when you wake up, start with a minute and just keep looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. Start with a minute. See if you can build yourself up to 3 minutes. Emotions are going to come up. You may cry. There may be days when you don't want to look at yourself. Those are the days you really want to lean into that mirror. And then just notice how you feel. Notice what's happening in the body. For me, when I sat with you today, I felt that in my heart center. And remember, a breaking heart is an expanding heart. And so as I became more loving and accepting and non-judgmental of myself, I felt my heart settle and my heart expand. Thank you for being here. Remember, the mirror reflects what you see, but your vision defines who you truly are. I'm going to repeat that. The mirror reflects what you see, but your inner vision defines who you truly are. So self-love is an inside job. You want to keep looking inward. You want to keep connecting to yourself, because the one person that you can trust without question as you deepen into this practice is yourself. Thank you for being here. My name is Nadine McNeil, Universal Empress, transforming lives one breath at a time. Namaste.